This is life or death.
Dr. Dusty Anderson is so concerned about emergency medical care in Petersburg, he's willing to risk his job to try and make a difference.
Are people's lives in danger, in jeopardy in the city of Petersburg?
Yes, because of the fact that we're no longer able to provide the type of EMS that the citizens deserve.
Emergency medical coverage of the city of Petersburg is split into 4 districts. One district is covered by an ambulance from Petersburg Fire and EMS.
So this is our District 3 here on this map.
Dr. Anderson serves as their medical director. Southside Virginia Emergency Crew provides coverage for the other 3 districts. Right now, Southside Virginia Emergency Crew provides 2 Advanced Life Support or ALS ambulances 24/7, paramedics that can do advanced procedures,
including starting IVs of patients who's in cardiac arrest, where the ALS providers are able to give medications, they're able to shock the patient.
Dr. Anderson's concern is that Petersburg's ambulance is most often a basic life support or BLS ambulance with EMTs.
Patients that have truly life-threatening emergencies, the BLS providers are very, very limited on what they can do.
And Dr. Anderson believes the problem is only going to get worse as EMS calls continue to increase each year.
We came up with this EMS Path Forward.
Shortly after joining the department last year, a task force made up of Petersburg Fire and EMS and Southside Virginia Emergency Crew developed a plan.
This Path Forward addresses that we need 5 ALS units on the street.
3 provided by Southside Virginia Emergency Crew, 2 by Petersburg Fire and EMS. That was in July of 2017. But 15 months later, that still hasn't happened.
The quality of EMS over the last year, year and a half, unfortunately, isn't where it needs to be.
Because instead of 5 advanced life support ambulances in the city,
and we now have 2.
Just 3 years ago in 2014, both agencies each provided 2 advanced life support units to the city. Now,
Petersburg no longer has an ALS ambulance that is staffed 24/7.
In 2017, Southside Virginia Emergency Crew responded to about 7,000 calls, Petersburg's medic unit to just over 2,000.
Petersburg mutually.
Now, with both Southside Virginia Emergency Crew's units are tied up and a call for an advanced life support ambulance comes in, an ambulance from another jurisdiction has to be called.
Mutual aid was not put in place to supplement a locality's EMS.
In fact, last year, 236 times a neighboring jurisdiction's ambulance was called to come into Petersburg.
I lived in Company 3's first due, and I had a family member with a significant medical emergency. I would not sleep well at night.
We took Dr. Anderson's concerns to the police chief, who now serves as the director of public safety for the city.
One of the keys is getting more firefighters.
He had Kevin Mahalik, division chief of emergency medical services, answer our questions, and we ask if citizens should be concerned.
Right now, no. I think we're doing a great job of meeting the demands.
Chief Mahalik says the department's ambulance is not always staffed as a basic life support unit.
It varies from day to day. If ALS providers are assigned to it for that day, then it is ALS. Other days it runs as BLS.
Chief Mahalik also says the fire department is working to get more firefighters certified as paramedics.
We're working to implement certain projects with incentives for ALS providers to get more.
A process he says takes about a year and costs about $4,000 per firefighter.
We're looking at all alternatives to meet those needs. We've already identified some ways to provide funding for some training.
While Chief Mahalik says the city's ambulances are meeting demands, he also says an increasing call volume is a challenge.
All of our statistics are showing pretty much that we should have 4 ambulances running in the city nonstop.
Since the July 2017 plan is now off the table and a new one in the works, Dr. Anderson believes there will be one quick result of him coming forward.
I would anticipate that I would be asked to step down as the medical director for Petersburg.
And those turned out to be prophetic words. CBS 6 learned just a few hours ago that Dr. Anderson is being fired. Today, he received a letter from the Director of Budget and Procurement telling him his contract is being terminated effective December 30th. Wayne Koval, CBS 6 News.